Ridge of Prairie, and we are heading to South Carolina for our first stop. Well, I guess that's not true. Our first stop will be
as far as we get today. Probably somewhere in Indiana.
And what's the first charger it's telling us that we have to stop at?
Grand Forks.
Are we a little bit worried about the range just because it's cold? What's the temperature? Minus 18.
We are driving a little slow though at the beginning of the trip until we know we have enough power.
Yeah, because we've just noticed lately with the minus 30 weather, our range is really getting reduced. So,
which is kind of surprising. I'm not sure why. We haven't really figured out why, but we did switch back to our summer tires, and I'm wondering if that will actually improve the range. It's also why we're driving slower, because I would like to get down to where the pavement is dry and not covered with snowy patches.
Okay, we are south of Elm Creek right now, and there's been a little bit of change in our range. It was showing we were going to arrive in Grand Forks Charger with 8%, and now it's saying we're going to arrive at Charger with 4%. It's kind of crazy, but and we're only going 80, and it's minus 17 right now. So maybe if the temperature warms up a bit, that'll help.
The computer just needs to sort itself out. Grand Forks was 300 kilometers from where we started, and this car is rated at 512. So surely we can get to Grand Forks even on a cold day by driving a little slower.
Yeah, it's kind of strange because like with our Model S, we made it to Grand Forks several times in the winter, and this Model Y has more range than the S. But we're kind of wondering if the batteries are different in this vehicle or something, get more affected by the cold.
I don't know, it's interesting. We're definitely going to give it a bit of a run this time because we're making the same kind of trip that we made many times in our Model S.
Look on PlugShare. That's Grafton? Simmons?
That's Grafton, but I mean, we don't ever count on a non-Tesla supercharger station actually working. So we will drive reasonable in case that is not an option when we get there.
We're just pulling into Carmen, Manitoba now.
And we do remember that we used to stop here to charge the S quite a bit in order to make Grand Forks. So that could be the difference.
We just drove through the border at Walhalla.
Changing to miles as we speak. We have reached freedom. And it's going to get warmer soon, I promise.
Awesome. So at the border guard pointed out that it's good that we printed the Pan-Canadian QR codes and brought those because he said people are trying to cross with the hard plastic card that we got first in the pandemic, the little ones you put in your wallet.
And the Mantioba issue.
Yeah, and he said that that's not what they want. So that's good. And we had our passports and these pages printed, and that's all we needed. And it's now saying that we're going to arrive in Grand Forks with 3%. Making a turn here to get us to Grafton, North Dakota. We're noticing that we are 39% left in our battery, and we still have an hour and 7 minutes to go, which is similar from Winnipeg to Portage. And we know if we're actually it says 38% now. That's kind of cutting or close. So we're gonna try out our chademo adapter in Grafton and put some juice in the battery. We are back on the road. We just finished charging at the Fargo Supercharger, and now we are headed to
Alexandria. So driving on the freeway is really nice because this single line right there means that we're on Navigate on autopilot, which means I don't really have to touch the wheel a whole lot, and the car just drives me on all the freeways and takes the off ramps and on ramps, so that is really nice. It definitely takes the chore out of driving.
We charged at the Alexandria, Minnesota charger, and and we are half an hour from the Clearwater, Minnesota charger. Just arriving at the Clearwater Travel Plaza. They have a good restaurant here and a very good bakery. Mondays.
Is that what you got?
Hit the right day.
Is that what you got?
Yeah.
Nice.
Coleslaw and bread from their bakery. The rib dinner and the walleye, mashed potatoes and gravy. Looks good. It was a great supper at Clearwater. Back on the road for a while here. We are 14 minutes from arriving at the Menominee, Wisconsin supercharger. And we have 22% in our battery. I'm getting tired. I don't know about Eric.
We still have a few hours to drive.
Yes. Morning. It is day 2 of our travel. We forgot to post last night because we were tired. We ended up getting to, where are we again? New Lisbon, Wisconsin. So now we're just having some breakfast here. We are at Rockford, Illinois right now at the chargers.
This is a version 2 old charger.
Yeah.
And so it's not great.
We are on our way to the Tesla Service Center in Chicago because a little piece broke off into our